Hello, skis. I am your King Ginger. And these are our players. Go around the virtual table and introduce thyselves. Oh, and also, what were you doing at the end of last session? I already know, but they may not know. So tell them. Don't tell me. I know. I write these things down.
Oh, the viewing audience. I thought you were talking to us.
Oh.
They may not remember what they were doing, but I know what they were doing.
I always know. Always watching.
Secrets.
Always judging.
Open secrets.
All right, I am Nate, your D&D ringer, playing Otterkin Rogue Warlock, Twig Swiftstrike. Last time on Down in Outlands, I found a guy who didn't have any eyes, and he was having a bad time.
Hello, I am Shannon. I am playing Charity Momart, who is a human 11-year-old artificer with a real big wheelchair. And Charity needs a nap real bad. If this was Star Wars, she would need to soak for at least like 24 hours in the Boba Fett Bacta tank. That's where we're at.
Just have to point out that Ben's name is now conductor of the crazy train, and it's appropriate. I like it.
All I do is keep the engine going. I barely keep it on the tracks.
Man, sometimes trains don't need tracks. They just appear.
We just get new ones.
Where we're going, we won't need tracks.
We just call them out. I'm Cassandra. I'm playing Amulet Sticky Fingers, who is everyone's favorite Kender barbarian. And the last time you saw her, she was becoming best friends with Takhisis. Because every dragon lady loves her, because that's Amulet's opinion. So
what Moloch's chopped liver?
I mean, yeah, he was an ass.
I'm pretty good with the ladies.
I switched over. He's an ass.
Oh, you're hateful.
And
Wow.
also, you said the end of the episode. That was the end. Moloch was near the beginning.
Yeah, he's not that important anymore.
Shut your lying mouths.
But Amulet thinks he was a dick. And Amulet says that. Amulet says that and then looks over his shoulder for her mom.
He was not a dick. I went out of my way to not play him as a dick. So.
He was not being helpful. He was not helpful.
What did you want? Anyway, good lord.
Hello, I'm Warrior. I play Big Dog Akko, Knoll, Rune Knight, Fighter, no longer King, still Esquire. He last time on Down in Outlands, Akko took a bunch of people to hell, kind of. Vernus, adjacent, hell adjacent. Hell is for children.
You didn't take them into Avernus.
Well, that's where he tried to take them.
and then you failed because
some selective memory.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate is not hell. Some people might feel like it is.
Residents of Waterdeep would like to.
Okay, well, Akko's intelligence is 8, so
true. Let's
be a little more gentle on his geography skills.
As a friend of mine used to say about Oklahoma, if I lived in hell, I would stay in hell and rent Oklahoma to other people. I think that's how you probably feel about Baldur's Gate.
Can we get Akko some more nicknames so his intro eventually becomes like Usador? If anyone knows the reference.
I know.
First of name.
All right. So let's start with Twig. Twig, you and Norhand are at the helm of the ship. And is there anything you want to do, Twig? You've got those two stragglers you picked up, as well as a clutch of weird eggs on that hive.
Well, and the eggs are with the
Swordwing, yep.
Swordwing, yeah. So we'll leave those eggs there since I'm not allowed to have pets.
No stragglers.
No. But we do have the guy with no eyes who wasn't super forthcoming, but Maybe I'll go down and visit them because they're both in the cells, right? The brig.
Mhm.
So
Oh, you
Twig
head
will go.
down. You head down in the brig, and the brig's not very big. There is one of the rocks is standing guard. When you come down, they're like trying to balance a fruit on their horn, and they're kind of doing this thing. And you come down, and they freak out for a second, thinking you might be Norand, and they stop, and the thing slowly slides down the horn, and they slowly pluck it off, and they go, "Fruit."
Nah, I'm good. You're balancing that pretty good though. Oh, I won't tell.
When you walk past him, he kind of tussles your hair.
Oh, that's messed up. All right, fine. Hey, guy. What was your name again?
I am he who is many. May I have my helmet back? I'm very uncomfortable not having it. I can't see without it.
Oh, I don't know where they put it. Do I see it?
Yeah, kind of like he's like just in like a gunny sack shorts, and his clothes and accoutrement are like overthrown in a corner.
Can I put the helmet on?
Yeah.
All right. What does it do?
You
Or can I
make
tell
me
what
a-
it does?
Make me a perception check.
All right. So I'm still exhausted. So we got disadvantage here. Oh, great. 4 and a 5. So perception, that's 10 total.
Everything looks slightly out of phase. You do catch a glimpse of on that particular rock's belt, something is glowing like an amber color. But you're not sure what the helmet does. It's just like giving you a different set of vision.
Okay. Is there any like language popping up in it?
Nope.
Okay. So take off the helmet and I'll look at the belt and it just looks normal, right?
Looks strange.
Yeah. I'll put it back on. Hey, what's in your belt pouch there?
I can't see, so how can I tell you?
No, I was talking to the guard.
Oh, the guard. Oh.
Yeah.
He goes, what do you mean?
It looks like there's something shiny in there.
He kind of looks inside and looks at you, and he's like, "You've been thieving again?" You know
No.
what the captain said about you thieving.
Yeah, I don't steal from anybody here.
This is Ungal, is this particular rock's his name. Well, I don't suppose it hurts to show you. And he opens his little satchel up.
What do I see?
You see a wood with like brass inlays, carving of a fly. It's about the size of your hand, but this dude's pretty big.
Yeah. Huh. What does that do?
It's magic.
Well, sure, but what does it do?
He pulls it out, kind of looks around, and goes, "This fly becomes big fly."
Oh, neat. Can we
He
give
looks
that
at
guy
you
his
and he
helmet back?
goes, "Last resorts."
Okay, I won't tell. Can we give that guy his helmet back? He says he can't see.
What did the captain say?
I don't know. What did she tell you?
She said to just make sure there's no escaping.
Oh, there you go. It's just a helmet.
I think if there's something happens, I'm going to be telling on you.
That's fair. Then can I give him his helmet?
He kind of looks at you and goes, "You're not going to tell anyone about my fly.
Nah,
Then I'm
it's our
not
secret.
going to- Then I'm not going to tell anyone about you giving the helmet."
Good deal.
He puts out his massive hand.
I'll shake like a finger.
Okay, deal.
All right, so I'll go over. Guess you could unlock the cell.
You want him to?
Well, I mean, you got to give the guy his helmet.
That costs you 1 swab on my turn.
Ah, poop. Okay.
Exactly. He sticks his finger out again so you can shake on it.
Yeah, we'll shake on it.
He kind of chuffs and then he opens it up for you.
All right, here you go. And then I'll
Make
kind
a
of put the.
perception check.
Oh, it's even worse. 7.
Okay.
All right, so I'll go over to him and put the helmet in his hands.
You do that. And he takes it and he slowly pulls it over his head. And you hear this like slight whirring noise.
Did it do that when I put it on?
No, it did not.
Oh, that's not good. Ah, I didn't hear that whirring. Then he'll kind of scramble out of the cell.
You did not hear this because you are not one of us.
All right, I guess that makes sense.
Also, the contents of the speared fruit. May I have it?
The contents of the what now?
The speared fruit.
Oh, did they not feed you?
It's not for me.
So what's it for?
May I have it?
I guess.
You give it to him?
Yeah.
How do you give it to him?
Throw it at him.
Okay.
Just toss it to him, not like hard.
He catches it. He walks over to where the sword wing is super huddled up. And its wings are just constantly shuddering at a fast speed. This is the first time you get a good look at the sword. The sword wing is big. It's like the size of the rock. It's rocks. It would be the size, maybe it's skinnier but taller than Akko. It's a big, big being.
Don't let Echo hear that.
He's not there. So he goes over and you can't really see what he does, but he comes back and the sword wing is kind of contorted itself around the eggs and you can hear this odd kind of slurping noise.
Oh, are they hungry too?
The food requirements of the sword wing are hardly being met by what is being given to us. I should say that I'm neither surprised nor do I lodge a complaint due to the fact that, according to your captain, we could have just been left.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll see if she can send some more food down here.
Ungal puts his hand on your shoulder and leans way down and says, "Not all the food."
Well, no. I mean, everybody else has to eat too.
Yeah. Not all the food. Kind of stands back up menacingly.
Is there any other food down here that I can see?
No, wouldn't be
Okay.
in the brig itself.
I didn't think so. So you really don't know anything else about what attacked you, or you can't tell me anything?
What would you like to know? I figure I owe you some sort of explanation since otherwise I would have bled out.
Can you tell me again about the Sovereign Swarm?
They are a insectoid race. Many people thought they were a myth or a legend or extinct. They most certainly are not.
Yeah, that's what Norhand was saying.
They simply must have been resting or recouping from the last massive war of expansion they fought.
Did you?
They've never quite been extremely active in the astral sea. They were more adept at attacking and conquering worlds on the prime material plane. But this would be an excellent place for a small contingent of well-armed soldiers to get a foothold.
I don't suppose they speak their language, do you?
Given the right amount of time, yes.
Oh, we didn't hear him talk about anything when they thought you were dead.
There were no words exchanged. They simply attacked the hive, killed everyone possible, or they thought they killed everyone, took what they wanted, took the elder, and left.
All right. So we were going to take you somewhere to get back to, what was it, the Prime? Where would that be?
The prime is located in the astral sea. It continually moves its location in order to not be attacked by its many enemies.
Well, you can find him, right?
Given time. I was not the navigator on our vessel.
All right. Well, I guess I'll see where Norhen wants to drop you off. I don't think she probably wants to go on a wild goose chase finding him.
It would not be a wild goose chase. It would simply be prudent. But it is very difficult for me to tell you anything when that was not my area of expertise or authority on the ship. We are given specific positions and duties to fulfill. We are many, but we are given individualized tasks and expertise.
What did you do?
I was and the lead liaison between other species, such as the swordwing. And her name is Nargs, not Swordwing.
Sorry, what was that?
Nargs. I'll put it in the chat.
All right, we'll let her know I'm going to try to get some more food.
He turns, he touches the side of his helmet, and when he starts to talk, instead kind of these clicks and these long buzzes come out. And you notice, make me a perception check actually.
All right, well, it's a little better. That's 13.
You see there's like a very slight, almost looks like a filament that comes out like across to where his lips are.
Oh, that's pretty handy.
He who has many has cultivated a vast array of technological and arcane devices from across the multiverse.
That's pretty impressive. All right, I'm going to go. Maybe I'll be back or I'll send someone down here with some more food.
It is much appreciated. He kind of nods his head.
All right, then. So he will leave.
Ungal puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Are we going to take back the helmet?"
I mean, what's the harm if he keeps it? It just kind of helps him see and then talk.
And he looks over and he says, my clan did not survive on the plains of Zendikar by giving potential enemies the arms or armament to kill us.
Hey, you can't kill us with that helmet, can you?
Stops and turns slowly away from the sword from Nagars and says, "Not currently."
Well, that was ominous. Maybe can we put that helmet back out here?
Would you deny me my ability to speak with my co-captive and my ability to see my surroundings?
Nah, that doesn't seem very nice. But promise not to use it to kill anybody or try to escape.
I will give you my word since you patched my wounds.
All right, I'll put my hand through the bar.
He looks at your hand like he's not sure what to do.
I mean, you agreed not to try to escape or hurt anybody, right?
Yes.
All right, shake.
There's just like hesitancy of like not sure what the social mores are with this, but eventually, slowly, he puts his hand out and gives you like 2 large shakes.
All right, next.
You turn around and Ungol's got his arms crossed over his chest, and he looks at you and goes, "Doesn't even know how to shake."
Who knows where he's from? We got his word. It'll be okay.
He walks you to the door and he says, "When you come back with fruit,
Yeah, I'll get some for you.
don't bring all of it."
Oh no, I don't think they'll give me all of it.
You kind of chuffs and you see what you're pretty sure is a smile.
So I want to go into the galley area.
Yep.
We'll skip talking to Norhand. It'll be okay.
You
then
see Bosch of Uth of Shath in the galley.
hey, boss of Earth of Shath, how you doing?
Oh, 21st stars. Kerman.
I'm just here looking for some extra fruit.
Well, I just counted all the fruit. There is no extra.
But I can eat some, right?
He pulls out what looks like a weird clipboard, and his giant pseudopod of a hand runs down the numbers on the side, and it kind of slowly spits out like a pencil. And he says, "Oh no, we are on rations. Low on stores." He gestures.
I'm pretty sure I haven't eaten today.
It's because we eat together. Are you trying to steal food?
Well, now if I was doing that, I would have gotten it already.
Oh, when you can tell he like looks around, but it's really just like the ooze that is him shifting around inside the whole armor that he
Mhm.
wears, and like the head almost comes out a little bit from the helmet, and then kind of moves around, like mimicking the way a head would look around, except for disturbingly, it goes all the way around, like engulfing the entire helmet before pulling itself back in to make a humanoid form. Whenever Drat wants extra rations, he puts out his pseudopod hand and points to the middle of it. All earnings go back to Uth Shath to spread the word.
All right, well that sounds fair. How do
Very
you
fair. Bosch of Uth of Shath, most fair.
All right, let's see
Because
what I've.
we are friends, I cut you a friend rate.
Oh. How do you feel about blood tubers?
I have not had one before.
Ah, I've got a couple for you.
That would give Bush of Oath of Shaft taste. Must
Yeah,
know the merchandise.
pretty tasty. So I'll hand him part of one.
He like literally engulfs it with his pseudopod, and you can watch it just be kind of slowly demolecularized, I guess. Tastes like people. Is this made of people?
Oh, maybe. I'm not quite clear on that.
Don't tell Moran, but people is delicious.
Um,
Bush was once people
okay.
before joining Great Oot of Shot.
All right. Now you're better.
Oh, I am true believer. Someday I hope you be true believer.
Maybe.
And the togetherness and greatness of Oot of Shot.
All right. I still got to read that book. I haven't read it yet. Been real busy.
Oh, no read book. I give you a book and then no read.
I've been real busy. I've been all over the place.
No, I no give you a friend right now.
Oh. I'm
You
gonna
give
read
me
it.
all the people tubers, and I give you less fruit.
All right. So I've got like 2. I didn't.
One fruit for that.
Oh.
You have choice.
Yes.
Tiny peach. I do not remember where we got these, but I know that a large angry bird did not want us to steal it.
Okay.
They taste like sweet and vinegary.
All right. I'll take that.
Oh, okay. You don't want the other options.
I mean, what are the other options?
Oh, you said this is it. Yeah. You're not getting friend rate, remember? Because you didn't read the book.
All right.
See, you cannot see right now, but inside, Basha with the shirt is crying.
No. How do you feel about a healing potion?
That is not food.
That's not food, but I don't have other food. Unless you want this ration.
Crewman, you have been around crew. Do you think they want rations?
Nobody wants rations.
Do you think it would go well if Bosch of Uth of Shot tried to give Drat a ration?
No, that'd be real bad.
Yeah, you might try to throw me off the ship.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Oh.
All right, I'll have to keep my eye out for some more food. I saw bananas. They looked real good.
Oh, Captain's private stores.
Oh no, I meant out in Sigil.
Oh, but we're not going there.
No, but that's where I saw some. I'll keep an eye out for more.
Oh, you can tell me about because Bot of Ut of Shot has seen many things, many places.
All right, well, I'm gonna take this and then I guess I'll see you later.
Bye. Waves his giant sloppy pseudo at you. Amulet, you've just gone up to the deck after your harrowing visit to the ethereal plane and your maybe not conversation with Takhisis and Moloch.
You say harrowing, I say everyday fun.
Sure. As a Kender, you're not afraid of anything. You
No.
lack that instinct.
Yes. Things I should be afraid of, I am not.
Norhan looks at you and goes, "You must have did really good because Twig's back."
Oh crap, I'm really good. I'm real good at I'm good at this. Didn't know I was good at this, but now you know.
She narrows her eyes and looks at Lexi and says, "Did you, I don't know, end up doing something else while you were off doing whatever it is you do? Did you get off track? I've noticed you get off track."
I mean, I don't think so. I just went and meditated with Peerless. We found Twig. I mean,
You found Twig.
I found Twig, yeah. That's why he's here, right? That's what I went to do. I found Twig.
Make me a deception check with advantage because I don't think you really think of this as deception.
I don't know if I don't. Maybe. Oh, yeah. I rolled a 13 and an 18. So that's a
Oh, well, okay.
15.
You really are selling this. And she's at first.
I'm honestly convinced I did it.
She's very much like
Did that.
doesn't think you did, but then kind of goes, "All right." Where's Peerless?
He said he had to take a nap. He was really tired when we got back.
Hey, Millett, I'm going to ask you something, and I would like you to give me an honest answer. Are you killing my crewmen?
Not that I'm aware of. I kind of okay.
You know what, sweetie?
Small secret.
Sweetie.
I kind of don't know how I do it. I just I could do it.
Yeah, that's always a real.
And I'm really
good.
I'm really good at it though.
Yeah, famous last words. Can I give
She honestly believes she's real good at it.
Can I give you a piece of advice as a older sister, wiser, smarter, more on task driven? prettier,
Definitely taller.
taller most of the time. Stick to what you're good at.
Yeah, I'm really good at this. I found Twig.
You're really good at punching the bejesus out of stuff.
But you can be good at multiple things. You don't have to be good
Yes.
at one thing.
As you get older, you diversify. But right now, in these situations where life, limb, transportation might be on the line, think less, punch more.
Oh, I'll punch real hard. I just, it's good to practice. When you can get better if you don't practice.
Good talk. Go get Peerless. Go get Twig. Meet me in the ready room, in the captain's room.
But he said he needed a nap. If I wake him up, he's probably going to be mad at me.
Let me tell you something about people. Sometimes when they expend a lot of energy, they say, "Oh, I need a nap." Don't settle for that shit.
I mean, I'll go tell him, but
you tell him to rub some dirt on it and get back out there.
I don't know. I had to pick him up off the floor. He was really tired.
I've had to do that a lot of times. So
okay, I'll go tell him.
I just tell him to stop being a whiny baby and let's get to it.
I'll tell him that you said he had to show up.
You do need to tell him that.
Yeah, he'll listen to you.
He has spent way too much time meditating lately, and I think you've been the cause of that. So
we're doing great things, though.
Listen, sweetie, if I have to hear him say I have a headache one more time from all this meditating, the great thing you're going to be doing is getting pulled behind this boat on a dinghy.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
It won't be. She tousles your hair and gives you a kick in the butt when you turn around.
Or
so
I'm gonna try to convince Peerless. I don't know if he'll listen to me, but
once he hears that Norand is basically telling him to get off his ass, he gets up. You find Twig and you guys all head to the ready room.
Does she find me
Right.
after I deliver the fruit?
I'm assuming so. It's
Okay.
not that big a ship.
Yeah.
So, plus the rocks like Amulet, so they would have definitely been like, the thief went that way. Because to them, you're just a tiny furry kleptomaniac.
It's fair.
Little did
Wait.
they know.
Now I can steal things now that I don't have to be a paladin.
Yeah, hey, Baron Samedi's all about it.
Steal things all the time. People just don't know.
They're like, hey man, you got to do what you got to do to get things done. You meet in the ready room, and Peerless is rubbing his eyes really hard. Eenie and Meanie are like running around his legs, occasionally moving towards metal objects, and he's like pulling them away from. And you all look down at the map, but Akko and Charity are no longer where they were.
Where'd they go?
Lost them again.
Noreen looks down. She puts her fist on her chin and she's like, we didn't lose them. She looks at Peerless and she says, prep the crew. We're going to making a very, very, very quick trip to Faerun. And he puts his hand on his head and he's like, last time we did this, they told him, I don't care. In and out. He takes a deep sigh, and Eenie and Meanie scuttle off, one in front and one behind him. And he hollers out. You can hear to the deck, and when he says they're going to Faerun, you hear a bunch of like pissing and moaning from the top deck. Even from the bottom deck, you do hear Jabril's voice go, I decline this invitation. And that's where we'll stop with you two. So you guys are in this dank, dark, smoky, kind of altar-y area, and you've just seen them kill someone. And you just saw this massive individual whose face you cannot see, wearing armor with a large snake carved into it, grab Kellic by the neck and tell him, every lie I take a tongue.
Akko immediately embiggens to 12 feet tall and grabs this helmeted figure around the throat and says,
roll a niche.
drop uncle now. I'm going to use.
So make me a perception check real quick.
Okay. I got as a random gift with a set of dice this giant D20, so I'm going to use it every time he's
nice.
I should grab my big one and then we can match.
21.
I'm gonna grab the right stats real quick. You will go first. So your move is to cast embiggen and then grab. So it's a grapple.
Yeah, so bonus action, he embiggens and he grabs this entity around the throat. And so it's grapple.
If you're that
check.
big, you would be a large creature, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be grabbing around the throat. You'd like palm his head and his
Great,
shoulder.
even better. He just palms this guy's head and starts squeezing. That's at least we're at advantage. Dope. That is 23.
That does hit the armor class you need.
Great. So Akko, is like just crushing this thing's head, and he's like, drop uncle now.
So he drops Kellic, hands on your wrist, and you feel two sharp blades pierce your wrist. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
twice.
2 Constitution saving. This big dice is rolling bananas. That's 25 and 23.
Both save. You're going to take half, and you're not poisoned, but you are going to take half damage. If I can
No
find the
poison.
why can't I find the dice I'm looking for? You take 3 damage,
All right.
which is half of what you would have taken.
Sure.
With his other actions, he will. Ooh. Man, that's a tough one. I've got to move our barrel a little bit. All right. He will use his Morning Star to swing up and just to hit you.
Okay.
19 plus. Okay, that's like a 30.
Sure. Just barely. By like
barely.
just by yeah. One lower and it would have been a nope.
14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And for his last action, he is going to try to extricate himself from your grips. We're going to make a strength versus strength.
Okay. That was a bad
Your
roll. Good thing
strength
this
goes.
is it.
Yeah, your strength goes up because you're embiggened.
It does it? It doesn't say it does.
Okay, then
it says I become large. I have advantage on strength stuff, and I do more damage when I hit people.
23 is his.
He wins.
So he pops his hands against your wrist, and you feel that kind of bite, and then you can hear this schlink, and he swings, and then he uses his weight of his hands to kind of break your grip of your wrist, falls down like superhero style, landing on the ground, and then stands up over Kellic. Puts his foot on Kellic's chest and says, "Call off your dog."
Not dog. Racist.
Not a dog. Kind of inconsiderate.
Not even same family.
No, not even close.
More closer.
I mean, I'm
related
just
to a
saying.
cat.
I'm just like saying.
Kelly goes, I think things have just gotten off to a poor start. I haven't seen you in a while. So maybe perhaps we could start again. Akko, you should probably please
what?
don't attack our friend.
Who friend?
My friend who is standing on me.
Your friend stomp and choke you? Kind of makes sense.
He looks at you and says, associate. So one thing I want you to make a perception check, Akko. And Charity as well. Charity, make yours at disadvantage because you're not in the best of shape.
I don't know what you're talking about. 2 hit points left is plenty.
7. Oh wait, these are at disadvantage. 7.
It's fair.
7.
Some of the guys in robes aren't standing anymore.
Hey, are they sleeping? I think they're sleeping. They're sleeping. I want to sleep.
Grimsword turns his head towards you, and you see these baleful red eyes. And then just his Morning Star go lashing out and just crushes the head of the priest coming up to him. There, yes, asleep. And you hear this kind of angry guffaw from Kellic. I needed those priests that you're murdering. Also, why are you murdering those priests? Will you stop standing on me, please? I will cease standing on you, worm, when your ally is no longer threatening me.
Akko like leans down and is like sort of like snuffling in his face, like it's hot. It's probably pretty bad at this point, if I'm being honest. It's been a long time since he brushed. And
It has been a long time.
Gross.
Akko's like, you did what Akko say. Kind of laughs.
He looks
And-
at he looks up at you and then looks around the room and says, this can go one of two ways for you. You can stand
Easy.
down back to your normal size and call this draw a win. Or you can press your luck and the remainder of my allies will enjoy slaying each and every one of you, poisoning you first, and then while you're paralyzed, slow roasting you over an open fire. Your
Yo,
agony will be slow.
read the room.
Screams will be like music to the night serpent.
Akko looks like he tuned out after Grimsword said win.
Mhm.
And Akko goes, Akko choice. Easy. And shrinks back down. And he walks over to Kellic, helps him up.
He brushes himself off like, and then casts prestidigitation to fastidiously make
You owe
himself as
Akko.
clean as possible.
You owe Akko trophy.
Yes, fine trophy. Right, where I save you, you save me. That's how it works.
Hey, you know what I'd love to save? Some sleepy time. Why are we here?
He leans down over all of you and goes, I would love to save you all, but he sort of killed all the clerics in the room that I knew. I don't know these people. I thought he was a Bay Knight, but
Mhm.
apparently Benda, that's some apocalyptic stuff. Yes, Grimsword, friend. Perhaps one of your hooded allies is capable of some healing, as some of my wards are very let's say they need some assistance.
Hello.
Grimsword turns its head, like looking at all of you, looks at Akko, looks like right past Kelly, and says, what is to prevent you from once again attacking once we have done you the boon of healing your allies, slaves, whatever they may be? Make me an insight check, Charity as well.
That's kind.
That's a 4. I'm
Charity's
rolling.
like, listen, you butthole old people.
Yeah.
Great
Charity's like
boomers.
she's like, yeah, she's just straight up like picking her nose and staring at the wall.
Natural 20.
You
22.
get the impression that this guy thinks that you are Kellic's bodyguard and that the rest of these people are either slaves or are maybe kidnappees, but they're not allies. Because in his mind, Kellick's a bad guy and you're a knoll.
Mm.
And this guy most definitely is not a good guy.
Akko kind of looks at. He like looks at Grimsword while talking to Kellick. Like, Akko already win. No need fighting. Easy.
Kellick like reaches up and kind of grabs the fur like by your ear, pulls you down. He's like, we don't need this to turn into a problem.
Mm.
We
Mm.
don't
Nope.
he's talking through his team.
Nope.
Don't look
No
around
problem.
you. There is a time to be confident, and there was a time to be smart. I count 12 hooded figures who slowly, methodically killed all the other Banites in the room. And a fighter who you attempted to crush, who was able to break your grip.
But if Crush didn't try too hard.
Stand either way, stand off. Your sisters are both injured, one dying, and Eric and Presto in no shape for a fight.
Akko puts his axe away. Demonstratively.
Now, he obviously thinks that you are the biggest threat in the room, which, haha,
Obviously.
I don't know why.
Obviously.
But
One thing this guy right about.
do not test this individual. He is dangerous.
Okay.
And our odds at this time are not the best.
Tests are overrated.
Smarter, not harder.
Okay.
What guarantee will you give me?
I'm sorry, can we backpedal? Because I feel like you're
Yes.
trying to insinuate that I'm not really smart, and that really bothers me because I'll be real with you. I was at the highest mark in my class, and it would have been really, really great, except for the fact that like it just didn't happen.
This massive individual turns their helmed head towards you, and I want you to make me a charisma saving throw.
What could go wrong? Oh, that's gonna be a 4.
You feel all the saliva in your mouth go dry. This thing, I won't even call it a person, is even with no expression, you get this distinct impression that it's almost questioning, why am I suffering you to even live? You get the impression that this entity looks at you as a barely, not even worthy of killing right now. But if that impression changes, you'll probably get killed. This is one of those times where you're getting ready to talk and there's just words just kind of go, no.
Yeah. I was kind of
And its head slowly like Michael Myers slow turns and looks back at Akko with that kind of look like a dog looks at someone when it's not sure what it's going to do next.
Akko kind of returns the look, even though he's not a dog. And he
Answer my question spawned of Yin Gao.
Akko has
Kellick grabs you and just goes like looking at you like between, but where Grimsword can't see Kellick's face, and he's like, yes, answer his question.
Akko like kind of sort of finds the nearest thing to sit on or lean against and pulls out like his water skin, and is like just takes a sip, and he does second wind for 12 hit points, and then he just says, "Hydrate or dihydrate."
That's good. We should put that on something.
You should.
Yeah. Okay.
That ringing metallic voice again says, "This is my final ask for an actual answer."
Echo's like,
What?
I've seriously been answering you. I don't know. Echo, not fight. Echo, just sit.
It turns and looks at all of the remaining cultists and kind of nods its head slowly. Both of you can make me a perception check about the other cultists.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Yes, Charity.
16.
Charity, you're just like, I am so effed up right now.
She's like, I want a milkshake and a nap. Maybe not even in that order.
Oh, my blanket.
I want a blanket and a squishmallow. And that's what I want. It's
Akko,
just
when
blanket.
these cultists move, not all of them are walking.
In like what?
You can
Like,
see
are
the
they
bottom of the robe, and some of them are moving not like they're walking, not like they're floating. What did you get again?
16?
Yeah, that's all you get. They're moving
Mm.
oddly.
Weird. He says that to himself so he doesn't piss off Grimsword.
And again, Kellic is looking at you like,
Kellic, like what? Uncle Kellic, I'm being a good one.
Grimsword reaches down and grabs Kellic by the back of his collar and turns him around. If I grant you this boon, I will expect repayment in kind when I assert control over the League of Malevolence. You and your new ally will ensure that none shall challenge me for leadership. Kellic goes, oh, God. He's like, I don't want to go back to the League. So this is an easy yes. We just won't show up. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, don't even know what league is. Don't care.
Mhm.
He looks back and he's Grimsword nods, and a few of the hooded figures step over and they start casting. Charity, make me a perception check.
That's going to be a 10, which is at least better than what I've been rolling.
So at this point, they're
Christ.
close enough. One, you look down at look over at when they're running their hands across Plus's stomach, and their hands are scales. Scaly and patterned in color. Not unlike a snake.
Can we maybe not do things to her? That'd be great, please. Thanks.
This hooded figure's head turns, the hood hangs low, and you see this tongue kind of flip in and out. Helping.
Oh, you're helping.
Don't you want to be helped?
I want her to not be dead.
She serves no purpose.
She serves lots of purpose.
Sad
Lots of purpose
but
for
not
me.
when dead.
Oh, I need to make, you're not gonna like, I don't know. You're not gonna like stick your big long tongue in her ear or something.
That scaly, long-nailed finger comes up and goes.
How do you make a shush noise? Like, do you have lips under there? Like, how does that work?
Another
Okay.
one kind of comes, like looms over you, and you feel this cold, soft, clammy hands touch the back of your neck and your head. And at first, there's just kind of this sharp, not quite pain, but discomfort. And then you feel this healing coming over you. But it doesn't feel like many healing spells you've felt before. Looks like we lost Akko. Ah, okay. So they heal everyone.
Do I get hit points back?
Yes.
Like how many?
D6 plus 4.
Ooh, that's better than. Okay. We'll take it.
Grimsword looks across at Kellic and now all of you. And that kind of inhuman voice. Why have you come to Baldur's Gate? How
What?
have you come to Baldur's Gate? How did you find me?
So, getting here, that's a little complicated.
Kellic like is looking at you. You see him out of the corner of your eye, and he's like, "Don't talk." But you're just like, "You." I got D6 plus 4 hit points back.
She's like, I've been quiet for 10 minutes. It's
Yeah.
killing me inside.
Now this guy is talking to me and not threatening me. I got words.
Yeah. Many words.
I mean, how we got here is kind of complicated. I don't know, like, how to really explain it, but like, is he gonna kill me or something? Because like, he's kind of like, woo, I'm not into this.
Grimsword turns and looks at Eric and Presto and Bliss, and then turns and looks back at Akko and Kellic. And Kellic's kind of like, "Hey, buddy." And he looks at Akko, and then he says, "How have you appeared in a temple of Bane?"
Akko bring here.
How did
Easy.
you hone in on my location?
Easy.
Easy is not an answer.
His answer was easy.
How?
Akko, Jews come here. Came here.
Looks like Kellic and
Brought
says,
friends.
I saw no portal. You were not summoned. How? Did you
Portals are
arrive?
for wusses.
Akko is
And
like,
you hear
portals
the
are
creak-
for wusses.
You
She's
hear
like,
the creak of metal and leather as his head slowly turns and looks at you.
Akko is portal.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, that's kind of technically true.
He turns and looks at Kellic and he says, just as explain. Kellic looks back at you two like,
Is 3 words is can't make less words. Akko, portal?
how are these children portals? And
Akko,
how may we use it?
Generally, I think if you're gonna ask to use a person who's a portal, you want to ask the person consent, my guy.
He points the rod into the morning star at you, and the chain goes from being a chain to a snake that's holding the ball at the end.
Cool.
I have allowed you to continue to take breath, tiny human. Do not make me change my opinion on your usefulness. You suffer to live, because the alliance I have currently made with your masters to better my position and the will of the Night Serpent. Do not think me above killing children. I have done so before.
No,
and I will do so again.
I get that. I get that vibe. I get that vibe. I get it. I hear ya. I'm just saying.
You can
Consent.
feel an arm. You can feel an arm around you, pull you backward.
The wheel just like.
And you hear Eric go, I don't have any weapons. Presto can't see. Bliss is unconscious. This might be a good time for us to be quiet.
Yeah, fine. Okay,
If they're-
whatever.
If they're letting Akko talk his way out of this, I trust Akko. Like
Okay.
It's a good idea.
I could see no better person to be king in my
Yeah,
absence.
sure. Fine. Okay, whatever, mansplain. I get it. Jeez.
It's not me. I just don't.
You
want-
are mansplaining. I was trying to have an honest conversation about consent with Big Scary there, but you
He
know, it's
doesn't-
fine. It's
he
fine.
grabs,
No,
you can
it's
feel
fine.
a hand coming up over your mouth. He goes, he doesn't care about consent. He barely cares about us as living, breathing things. We simply want to stay beneath the radar right now.
Yeah, well,
Please.
I don't know if they even have radar here, so that's a really stupid comparison, but
You
whatever.
can literally hear his other palm slap his forehead. And
She's
you can hear-
tired and cranky.
Yeah,
And she's
you
just
hear
being
you hear
aggressive.
Presto go, this is what you were like.
Um, Akko, like while this exchange is going on, Akko like lets water skid away, stands up off the wall, brushes himself off a little bit, and he walks past over to where Charity is, sort of kneels down. He's just like, you want to get out of here?
Yeah, I want to go take a nap. Can we go take a nap?
Sure.
Let's
Where do you want to take a nap?
I don't care. I just want to take a nap.
That's when you hear and feel a massive explosion. So meanwhile,
Wasn't me.
on the Heartless,
Wasn't me.
Might have been
once-
me.
yeah, like 15 minutes before that, on the Heartless,
Yeah.
you are sitting around the table or standing around the table, and Norhan looks at you and she says, listen, I need you to do something for me.
All right.
Who's she talking to?
Oh, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah. Okay. After I said who's she talking to?
She looks at you and says, you two. There's
Oh,
no
both of
one-
us. Okay. I didn't know if
there's
you're
no one
talking to
else in
Twig
the
or
room,
me.
Amulet.
Well, you could have been talking to just Twig.
She looks at Twig and says,
I just want to make sure you're
like, just like, waving
I-
over to Amulet, like, would you?
I don't want to do it wrong. I don't want to do it wrong.
So that's why I'm asking, can you do what I tell you to do?
I mean, I don't know what it is yet.
That's not an answer, Twig.
I could try.
Try my
No.
hardest.
Yes or no?
I cannot guarantee a 100% success rate, but I will try my hardest.
I mean, I can't fly. Don't ask me to do that.
God, I hate children.
We just
This is
need
why I never had any-
realistic expectations.
Twig,
Yes.
you're going to fly the boat.
Okay. I can do that. I'm kind of tired, but I'll give it a shot.
Amulet? I don't
Yeah.
need little amulet. I need big amulet. I need
Okay,
big
but-
amulet. Big amulet energy.
Okay, but I can't go big until right before.
I know.
I only have 2 left in me.
So we are going to fly into Baldur's Gate. We're going to have a very, very, very tiny window of time to grab our siblings and get out. Now, Baldur's Gate is not a nice place. Faerun is not somewhere that, well, that we're welcome. So we're going to get in and we're going to get out. Twig, you steal stuff. You know what a smash and grab is?
Yeah, I'm good at the grab part.
Well, Amulet, you're going to be real good at the smash part.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want to know a
All
secret?
right.
Do you want to know a
This-
secret?
She looks at you and she goes, sure.
I can grab too.
That, sweetie, that's great. Very proud of you and your grabbing. She looks over at Twig like exasperated with Amulet.
I picture
Yep.
Twig or Amulet sitting on a chair, like swinging her legs, like just really excited.
So and you can tell like Norhand has a great deal of affection for Amulet, but she's just like, you're the person going, but why? But why?
I mean, she has no
But
intention
why?
to. She has no intention to be actually
No.
bratty. She's just generally
She
excited
doesn't-
about
she doesn't
everything.
do it. It's
Yeah.
like two opposite spectrum people not really gelling that well on the long term.
Yeah, she never does it maliciously though.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
It's like the aunt who loves to have you for the first couple hours, and then after hour number 2 hours and 1 minute, it's like ready for you to leave. We are going to get in, smash our way in, grab them, and leave post haste. There is no fooling around here. Someone gets in your way who shouldn't be in your way, you put them down. Okay.
Okay, no sightseeing.
No sightseeing.
No sightseeing.
No talkie. So, and when I say put down, Amulet, I don't mean knock unconscious. I mean put down. All right.
Okay, that seems mean, but okay.
Bad place, full of bad people.
Okay, if they're bad people, okay.
All right.
That's fair.
All right. So you guys all go up to top deck, and Norhand is putting on like this breastplate armor with a big wave on it, and loading up with like bandoliers and stuff. And you see Ungol and a couple of the oh man, I lost my mind there for a second. And a couple of the core cruise people getting all their ropes ready. And one of the core, Numna, she comes up to Amulet and she's tying a rope around you. And she looks at you and she says, Captain said to tie it loose.
Yeah.
I don't know how to tie it too loose without you falling out. You're very small.
Well, I'll hold on to it, tie it as if I was twice this size.
She looks at you kind of confused, and then she also ties a rope around your wrist and slides the knot into your hand. And if you pull on
Perfect.
that, it'll release the one on your hand. We're going to do this for safety.
I like it.
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
She looks at you and she winks. She walks over, and her and another core are putting on like almost looks like a backpack. And they've also got ropes. Draught comes chugging up the stairs. This is, we're about to pierce the veil of their sphere. Jabril's going to hit maximum speed, and then I'll fire the big ones. And she kind of gives him a thing, and she walks up. Twig, you're at the wheel, and she says, "Don't wreck my boat."
I'll try not to. I'm real sleepy, but I can do it.
Are we Are we bungee jumping off of this?
Twig,
Yeah.
don't wreck my boat.
All right.
She takes a deep breath. She kind of guides you, Amulet, and the core and Ungol over to like an open place where the rail is. And she says, as soon as the shots are fired, and while the smoke's still thick, they drop. So in the distance, you can hear bells ringing as the Heartless comes just screaming out of the sky. And that's when you hear two enormous cannons go off. Amulet, make me an acrobatics check.
Score. Nine.
Okay. Just tell me when you're going to rage.
Well, I mean, what happens at 9?
You're falling somewhat in control of your descent. And by
Okay.
somewhat, I mean like kind of.
I am going to change.
So like you're falling through smoke as it's billowing up, dust and smoke.
But I can't see how far I am from the ground, right?
As you're coming through this, you realize you're creeping up on the ground pretty quick. And it's not the ground, you're creeping up on a hole like in a warehouse building.
Because is it the intent that I know where we're running once we land? Jump, drop, whatever, hit.
You were not given those instructions. You were just told to get big and smash.
I mean, I'm gonna try to get big. I'm gonna try to time it so I get big and between hopefully slowing my descent on the rope enough, I'm gonna try to superhero land.
Okay. As it's clearing up, you can see a crack, not a crack, it's almost like a hole, about twice a human size in the floor. And you can see this kind of, you make me a perception check.
Okay. 8. I'm not rolling
Yeah.
so well.
There's a hole in the ground. All right. So
Am I aiming for this hole, right?
I'm assuming you are.
Okay. Well, I mean, as long as I know that's where we have, I guess I mean, did she tell us where we were going into?
No, because she didn't know. She just knew that they were there.
God, I hope that hole's where
I
we're supposed to
assumed it
go,
was.
because
So Akko and Charity, you hear this massive boom, and I need you both to make acrobatics checks to avoid falling stones.
Acrobatics check. I feel like I'm gonna get that at a disadvantage.
15.
But oddly, I rolled a 13 both
You good?
times. So
Kellett gets hit by a rock, goes down. Presto also takes another horrible accident. Eric is good, Bliss is good, and none of the bad guys took anything. But they are now all looking up, and there's like this filter of that soft light coming off of the low burning braziers, and this filter of dust and smoke that came down and now is getting sucked up through the air. And you look up and you see falling bodies.
Dirty.
Yeah, we should go.
Amulet, make me another acrobatics check, please.
okay. This one has to be better.
This is for your big landing. Are you going to rage?
I am going to rage. I'm going to rage. Okay, that's better. It's not great. It's better. Does the but you said acrobatics. I looked at athletics. I got a little disappointed. It's still a 14.
You pull off your big landing. You
Yeah.
are falling, and then you pull the rope on your wrist, and the knot releases, and you're able to land with no damage in the middle of everything in your
That's a
big gal form.
Yeah. Superhero land one knee. Pop up. Do I see? What do I see?
You land in the middle of all this. On one side, you see this massive figure in black and green. You just see 2 red dots in the helm, carrying a mace and a big shield with a serpent on it and a bunch of look like hooded cultists. And behind you, you see a bald salt and pepper wizard lying face down on the ground with a head wound. You see Bliss, you see Charity, and you see Akko standing there looking at you like, what the fuck? And you see a couple other people.
Amulets.
Charity's just like, ah!
And that's when you see Norhand falling down right behind Amulet, and you hear a sound like a thunderclap go off.
Uh,
You guys need a ride?
yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
Crap.
Twig, you're going first.
Oh, okay. I'm on a boat.
So, yep,
Hmm.
the ropes are all the way down, and you hear it before you see it. You hear this, all of these kind of almost sound like this, they sound like insects just buzzing through the air. I need you to make me a perception check.
Oh, that is pretty good. That is 18.
You instantly realize that this is a horde of arrows being launched by the city guard. What are you going to do?
Is that going up and over the ship or just into?
No, up and over. It's going to hit the deck.
I'm gonna try and hide behind like the column, the pillar for the wheel.
You're driving the ship,
Yep.
so you're going to hide yourself and just let all the crewmen on deck take arrows.
No, that'd be silly. Can I?
Screw those guys.
No.
Never. No.
Can I move the ship so it'll go under the arc of the arrows? If
That's
that makes
what you want to
sense.
try to do. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Make a helmsman roll here. And that one apparently jumped out of the tray. It's a natural 20, but disadvantage.
Oh!
No, disadvantage gets me the 13.
Yep.
But 13 plus 6 is 19.
You basically, you're steering. It's almost like you just steer down, and you kind of swoop down towards the building. All these arrows come flying over you. One of the core looks at you. It's one of the females. You've noticed the males don't speak. One of the females looks at you and she says, "Let's not do that again." Like, because a bunch of people like slid down the deck when you did that, or at least some fair warning ahead of time.
Arrow. But at least they're not full of arrows.
No, but you're a lot of cursing and dwarven on the below deck.
Oh, I don't speak Dwarven. All right.
Yeah, you know it's cursing.
Easy to tell.
You know curses when you hear them. Those are curse words. Those are no words.
Yeah.
All right. So meanwhile, in the giant hole blown in the room, Akko, you are up.
Echo. Yeah,
Akko.
Echo. In Wisconsin, right? Echo.
Akko.
That's his name if he was from Staten Island.
Yeah.
Echo.
God.
You forgot to get your mother.
I'm so tempted to create the unholy sound that would be Akko using a like Staten Island accent, but I don't want to do that on camera. Akko, so did the arrows come from inside the temple, or
No.
those are like
That's outside.
those are some sort of city defenses or something. What is Grimsword doing?
Currently, I backed up slightly in confusion, looking to see what you're going to do because this giant barbarian lady and a genasi just dropped through the ceiling, and there's more people behind them.
That's fair. That's fair. That's a good reaction.
In his mind, you're allies.
Okay. Akko
You
is.
agreed. You've made this agreement.
That's a good point.
He's healed your people.
That's true. Yes. Akko is going. Where is the? Can he see the ship?
Make me a perception roll at disadvantage.
It's already a disadvantage, buddy.
Okay, there's a lot of debris. In here.
Just as a random, is the rope I came in on, is it still dangling? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 9.
No,
Okay.
you just know there's something up there, and you figure it's a boat because Norhand is here.
Akko is going to. Oh God, he's kind of stupid though. Okay, Akko is going to. He is going to play the bodyguard and grab Kellic. He's going to pick Kellic up and carry him over to where Charity is.
And Kellic is out.
Yeah.
Light.
And then he's going to drop Kellic like a sack of potatoes and see if he can get Presto too.
Yeah.
So he's basically he's just moving people.
Yeah, you can move those people
into an ally pile.
Yeah, ally pile done. Easy.
Is the pile like next to where like Charity is, or are we like actually
Yeah.
like slopping them onto the wheelchair?
They're like,
Okay.
No,
it's
right
like
next to
I'm like stacking bags of flour next to your wheelchair, except the bags of flour are people.
So you still have room, Charity, to armor up if you want.
Perfection, yes.
Amulet, you're up.
Okay. I'm the nearest person in front of me. Is there just one? Like, how many can I?
So there's one about 10 feet away from you, and then there's a horde of people behind them.
But it's basically them, my friends.
Yep.
Them in front of me, my friends behind me. I will hit the closest person thing, snake.
You're gonna hit Grimsword. All right, here we go. You go first.
Hit 2 hits. Ooh, one's a 19 plus.
Got it.
One is where's that number? 26. The other one's 10.
10 misses.
Yeah. Figures. Oh, that's not bad damage though. That is 14 damage.
Is your weapon magic? Please remind me.
That is a good question. It's a hoopak that turns into a greatsword, so
It would be magic. No magic bonus, but just about it is magic.
it's a magic
Oh,
item. Okay. That's my action.
Okay. The red dots that are in this helm just turn into like red lines almost, and it's like this red kind of energy bleeding out the sides of it. And there's this guttural roar, and he's going to make 4 attacks on you with his mace.
Goodness.
One's a crit, one was going to be high and missed. That will be a 25 and a 15.
I still have my I want to make you re-roll. Re-roll the crit.
That'd be 18 on the reroll.
That one still hits, but at least it's not a crit.
You get hit 3 times with this mace.
I have a little bit of temp hit points from my Bear's endurance, just so you know.
10, 7, 12.
29. Is that halved?
Because you're, yeah. Well,
That's already, no, is that already halved or
no,
half
you don't
that?
have to have that.
15, 8 temporary hit points, 7 points of damage.
Hmm.
Fair. And that's when you
Except for
hear
hit points.
all of these daggers unsheathing at once. You see the robes all slide off, and a mass of Yuan-Ti come charging across the room.
Good times.
Charity, you're up.
Love this for me. This is great. Love this. This is the best
Can I-
night ever.
Can I yell on my turn?
Oh, hold on a second. I'm going to go back. Is it okay if I rewind just a second?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to spend a superiority dice. Make a strength saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
I feel like I have something for that. Hold on one quick moment. Not seeing anything off the top of my head. 18.
Fail. Your sword
That's
is knocked
a
out
fail.
Yeah, by 1.
Hold on. That can't. I can't. Oh, and I used my dice.
DC 19 strength saving throw.
Wait. I have advantage on strength saving checks and saves.
Okay.
From my rage. That's a cock die. I rolled one worse.
Your sword on the hit he did not make, he
My great
wielded
axe.
your great axe out of your hands. You have to use an action to pick it up next turn. You
Okay.
have no weapons in your hands.
Okay. Can I yell on my turn though?
Yeah.
I'm gonna glance back at Charity without taking my eyes off everyone and say, get out of here.
Make a perception check really quick as well.
Okay. I'm upset about losing my great axe and I rolled a 1.
Okay, you're just so mad about that. You don't
So
know.
mad. So mad.
Charity, you can make me a perception check at the start of your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna scream at her to get out of here.
Jesus Christ. That's going to be a 5. What is wrong with you? Why?
You're rolling real
Why?
bad.
I'm rolling a real bad tonight.
We really need to get Charity all her yeeting dice we bought for her.
I know.
Your yeet pack.
Yeah.
I
Charity.
had other dice and my cat flipped my dice tray and I can't find my other 2 D20s. Like they're gone. I found everything else. So I'm using one of my spouses and this dice hates me.
Oh
The devil.
no. We
God.
have like 10 dice for you here. 10 20s to specifically yeet whenever you need to. We just have not ran them over yet.
God, I love you guys so much.
So we need you to, what are you going to do?
How many? Okay. Let me get a visual here in my mind. How many baddies are near me? This is a bad idea.
The Yuan-Ti are across the room. They will be here next round in melee.
Cool.
So roughly 30 feet.
Great. Love
They're-
this.
There are probably, we'll just say 15 of them.
Yeah, she's not stupid. Suiting up and we're gonna grab Bliss, I guess, and run. Get the hell out. Like, peace, dude. This is weird. I'm out.
You start like heading up the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You head up
She's
one of the
gonna get
lines
out.
that was dropped, carrying just Bliss.
Can she potentially carry? I mean, I would assume she would probably just go to grab one for the sake of ease because like her
You
dexterity. Her
You
dexterity.
don't really know
sucks
these other
when she's
people.
in the full
Yeah,
armor. So
well, and you don't really know these other people.
yeah, so she's probably just gonna grab Bliss for starters.
Make me an athletics check, please.
Crap on a shingle. Why do you hate me today? I love this. Please don't suck. Please don't suck. Please don't suck. Please don't suck. 6.
That was
You're climbing, but you're not getting up very far. You've never climbed a rope in this armor before, and it's
Yeah.
real awkward. And it's hard for you to recognize just how heavy you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Struggle busting it.
Top of the pop, Twig. Crits are now 19s and 20s
All right.
as we escalate. Twig, I want you to make me a helmsmanship roll as all of a sudden one of these ropes that was tossed off just jerked hard on the ship. And that's a lot more weight than you thought you were going to be dealing with.
All right. Well, disadvantage roll, natural 20, also 2. So that's an 8.
The ship lurches really bad and takes some damage.
All right.
You can hear it groaning.
As I feel it going, I'm going to yell, hang on.
One thing you've noticed is all the core have tied ropes around all the other on deck crew folk.
Smart.
Akko, you're up.
Okay, so we've got Charity trying to climb a rope. We've got a room full of snake people. Got Grimsword. Got Super Amulet
Norhand.
in the middle of it. Norhand's
Norhand
there.
And now those one rock and two rocks. I'm not sure how you say that. RHOX. I'm not sure if anybody knows. They can tell me. That'd be great. One of the rocks, and then 2 of the core are all now coming to ground in this massive chasm that they've blown up.
Still can't see the ship. Still far away. Yes, question mark.
You did hear me
Is who
scream,
far
get out
away?
of here, though.
Yeah. All right. Akko.
Amulet's about 10 feet in front of you.
Akko is going to with his bonus action, Akko is going to embiggen, and he's going to pick up Eric is mobile, right?
Yeah, Eric is mobile.
Okay.
Eric
He'll
is picking up Presto and reluctantly Kellic.
Oh, Eric's doing that already. Okay. Then and he's going to try to climb the ropes, it looks like, or okay, then
It's gonna be a real difficult climb.
yeah. Akko will embiggen, and he will get on he'll get on Charity's rope, and he will kind of use his like shoulder to like nudge her further up, and then with his free hand, he's big and strong. He's like climbing with one hand, like muscling Charity
Ninja
up.
warrior.
Yeah, and then with his other hand, he's trying to like push Eric and Kellic and Presto up higher.
Make me a strength check.
Okay. These are an advantage. That is straight strength check is 17.
Yeah. You're like using one hand, like keep like wrapping it around the rope. So you're like eating the rope up as you go. And you're pushing with your shoulder, and with your other hand, you're just with your other massive hand, you're like butt pushing Eric up the rope.
He's just hossing his way up 2 ropes at once, like Donkey Kong Jr. And he and he will
Akko Kong.
Akko Kong. He will is it kind of like action to like be pushing? If it's actually like then he will action surge and push them even higher. Like when he reaches like his apex of movement, he'll still stretch his very, very long arms up
Twig.
to keep pushing them up higher.
You're able to like Charity on all of your rolls going forward, as long as Akko is nudging you, you get advantage.
Awesome.
Because you're just getting kind of mauled.
Shoved.
He's just like, he's got like his like ankles wrapped around the rope, and he's just like, ease.
All right, Amulet, you're up.
Okay, so tell me something. Since I have to pick up my weapon, if I forego my movement, can I do an action?
Yeah,
That's not, that's, and you can limit it.
No, that works.
It can be not be an action with the axe if
it
you
works.
want me
It
to.
works.
Sort of from to. Okay.
You're just trading your move out to grab the axe.
Okay. Well, I think I'm still gonna do a non-swing.
Okay.
Because there's a bunch coming at me, right? Okay. So what if Amulet casts Mage Hand? And so here's a question I should ask first. Big bad guy, I forgot his name. Does he have a hood on his head?
No, he's got a helmet.
Slightly finger dented helmet.
Okay, so what I want to do is take Mage Hand, turn his helmet around so he can't see, and then as my bonus action that I can do with my telekinetic to do this, push him to the ground.
You can have inspiration for this insanity.
So I want to turn his helmet around and push him to the ground, and I'm hoping that'll make everyone pay attention to him and not us as we leave.
Yeah, you can definitely roll for that.
I don't have to roll for Mage Hand, but he has to make a strength saving throw towards getting shoved.
Okay, that's interesting. Strength saving throw. Let's see if he's got.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
As bonus, telekinetically shove one creature within 30 feet. No, I just do it. Oh shoot, I just do it. But then it have strength saving throw, move towards or away. I don't know what I have wrote there for. This is good question that I don't.
This good question.
This good question.
This good question that I don't remember where I got telekinetic out of, and I don't think it's in my book here.
It's a good question, Kate Bishop.
It's a good question that I apparently did not make good enough notes on.
So I believe it's treated like Mage Hand, if I remember correctly.
Well, it just says like there's as a bonus, telekinetically shove one creature within 30 feet.
Okay, so you're trying to turn the helmet. Right?
I'm turning that on his head as Mage Hand. And what my understanding is, I don't have to do anything for Mage Hand to do that, because as long as the helmet is like under 5 pounds, I think it was 5 pounds, wasn't it? This is why I don't do
Magic. Anyway.
Yes, 10 pounds, under 10 pounds.
Okay, we're not going to get buried in this.
Okay.
I am going to make him make that strength saving throw, but I'm going to make him roll it at disadvantage, okay?
Okay.
He's got a very good strength saving throw. But I'm going to say that basically the casting level for this is going to be 18. And he did not save. So the helmet turns, and the best I rolled was a 6. He's got a plus 11 strength saving throw, so I barely missed it. It turns, and he like starts to stumble backwards. I'll make a dex save. He'll do so with He's got that ability where he can, if it's a deck save, he gets to roll an initiative.
The note does say you could willingly fail this if you want to. I looked it up.
He,
Yeah, it's a strength saving throw is to get pushed 5 feet towards or away. I'm going with away.
he doesn't get pushed, but he stumbles backwards, doesn't fall. So that's what is that? That's your action, right? You pick up your axe. You do this.
I do that.
push.
I'm
Okay.
hoping that'll distract everyone else so everyone else can like get out.
Norhand lands right beside you. She runs something along your belt, and you see what looks like a match. She pulls something out of her pouch. She lights it on fire, and she says, "It's time to go," and drops it. And she yanks a rope, and she shoots up into the air. So, I want Charity, Akko. Well, first, let's go all the way to Twig. Twig, you started to lose control of the boat a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're a little heavy on one side now.
You hear one of the core scream ballista. I want you to make me a helmsman check to avoid this ballista shot.
That is a 14.
So it hits, but not a critical hit on any part of the boat. It smashes into the mast. So you got a big ballista bolt sticking out of the mast. What do you want to do with the ship?
And I don't know anything that's going on down there. So I kind of want to stay where I am and keep my eyes out for anything else flying at us.
Okay. You can now hear winches being pulled as well, as they're pulling up the ropes with these winches.
Mhm.
All right, so we're gonna go in order. Akko. Oh no, Charity. I'm sorry, I skipped you, Charity.
It's okay.
Make your strength check at advantage, please.
Okay.
Not okay. My apology. You're at advantage.
I know. I rolled the same thing both times and it was a 6.
Does anyone want to?
Yeah, I'll use my inspiration.
I don't have it.
Christ. I appreciate you. Swear to God. Well, that's 10.
Then that's what.
It's
that's what
better.
You start moving up the rope, getting a little bit more control over your mech body as you're doing so. Now I would like you to. No, we'll do yours at the end. All right, Akko. I would like you to make me an acrobatics check. And yes, I know I'm fuzzy and I don't care. As soon as I say that, then I'm.
You got better.
15.
So all of a sudden you feel it before you hear it. This massive shock wave. And it starts to move you around, but you're able to continue to push in both ways and keep going up the rope. You also feel the rope kind of moving on its own, pulling you skyward.
Hey, so easy.
Amulet. You need to make me a deck saving throw.
Cool. Do you want to hear a good note thing? I have advantage on deck saving throws.
That's why she told you she was doing it.
And then I rolled the same number on both. So that's an 11.
Oh God, my disease is
Oh, no.
spreading. I'm so sorry.
I rolled 9. I rolled 9s. I rolled double 9s. But I do have
Inspiration.
have an
inspiration if that's not good enough.
Well, you're gonna take damage.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. Can't take it with you.
True.
Oh, that's better. That's a 16.
You're good. Make me a athletics check, please, as you start to scurry up the rope.
Oh, I like athletics checks. That's a 23.
Yeah.
You're like shuma 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 shuma. Just shoot up that rope.
I excelled at rope climbing in gym class. Not me personally. Not me
Back on
personally. Back on Kryn.
So there's a big explosion, but I want you to roll me a D10.
Who?
You.
Me. Okay. I rolled a 7.
7 daggers get hurled at you.
Time you don't want to roll high.
Let me find here. All right.
Can I make a dex check to try to swing around the rope? Like twirl it acrobatic style?
No. All right. Here we go. 19 and 13.
Attack or damage?
Attack.
19, yes, 13, no.
15 and 9.
No.
The one
Or
so far.
Or is that the okay.
Those are both terrible. And last one, a 1. All right. So 1 hits you.
Score. How much?
It hits you for 5. Make me a con saving throw.
I'm still raging, so it hit me for 3. And con. And with my bear's endurance, I have advantage on con checks. This is a good thing about raging, although that's not that great. Oh, it's a 15. I got 5. 15.
Yep. You take
Oh, more damage.
14 points of poison damage. You take 7 points of poison damage, and you're now at disadvantage until you can take a rest.
I get to half poison damage?
Right? Don't you?
I thought it was just
Okay, then you take the full 14.
I thought it was just piercing and bludgeoning that you can half while raging.
I can remember for sure.
And
You take
slashing.
Yeah,
And
you take
slashing.
14 points of poison damage.
And I was what was
Then at
the second?
disadvantage. Disadvantage
Disad-
until you take a short rest.
Welcome to the club.
Happy to be here. Happy to pull my weight.
Okay. So that's them dealing with the explosion. Charity, you're up.
My goal is to get to the top of the rope and dump Blissey and just kind of chill and be done.
Make me a really, really, really good strength check.
Christ. That is a 15. That is better.
That's a pretty good. For you, that's real
For
good.
me, that's real good.
That might be your best roll tonight.
Yeah, it absolutely is, because every other roll I've had has been straight trash.
You don't mean to, but you kind of just toss her over the side.
She's fine.
Again, not knowing fully your
Blech.
mechanized strength as you just pull yourself over the top. Twig, I need you to make me another helmsman check as 2 more bolts come flying at you. You realize now they've got a bead on where you are.
2 more ballista bolts. All right. Do I get advantage because I was keeping an eye out for them?
No,
All right.
but you can tell me how you're going to avoid them.
I'm just going to dive.
There's nowhere to dive.
There's nowhere to dive. We're as low as we can get.
You've divin as low as you can get.
We done dived all we can. And the problem is I can't see everyone on the deck yet, can I? I don't want to rise. Well, I'm gonna rise
Hard-
anyway.
Hard times that require hard choices.
Yep, I'm just gonna rise. If anyone's down there, we'll get them later.
How are you rising?
Um, not.
Explain what you're doing.
Um,
Don't worry about those dice right now. Just tell me what you're doing.
well, I was gonna yell into the little horn and tell Jabril just to basically make us rise, because I'm assuming that'll work, right?
Straight up, or are you gonna
Yeah, straight up.
Okay. Make me that helmsman's check.
Yeah, so I rolled it and really, really happy with my green die. It's giving me lots of 20s. The black die is a dick. I got a 2 on that, so that's an 8 total.
I hate to see it.
Yep.
Hate to see it.
The ship gets just crushed in the side with 2 massive ballista bolts.
Can I take an action while I'm doing the helmsman check, or is that my action?
No, you can take action.
Can I Eldritch Blast the ballista bolts just to try to nudge them out of hitting us?
So let's rewind. Is that what you want to do rather than make the helms check? You want to just make attacks to try to redirect those in the air?
If I can't do both, yes.
Okay, let's do that. That's fine. That's cool.
All right. So those are attacks. Those are
I'll give you
not.
inspiration for that. That's really neat.
Those are not at disadvantage, which is good. So I do have 2 Eldritch Blast bolts. So I'm going to try to hit them both.
Okay, yeah, the AC is not very high on these. It's not like they're trying to move out of the way.
All right. So.
But I need you to do some pretty high damage to actually knock them off course.
Okay. So I got a 18 on the first one.
Totally hits. I'm saying armor class is like 6.
All right. And I got a 21 on the second one.
Yeah. Now roll real good damage on both of them.
All right. So these are D10s.
And by real good, I mean over 5.
All right. There's a 7 on that one.
Okay, you knock that one off course.
That one is only a 2.
So you hit the second one. The first one, you fire and you literally just knock it off course and it hits a nearby building and explodes the roof of it. The second one, you turn and you blast it and you actually split it.
Okay.
And it comes hurling at you in 2 different directions. It smashes into one of the gunnery holes and you hear an explosion.
Oh, that's not good. I mean, there was already a hole there, so that was okay, but not that part.
The second one comes going end over end at you like a pinwheel. Make me a dex saving throw.
Oh, that's 24.
You just dodge out of the way as it just crushes through the deck behind you and just keeps spinning. But it damages the ship pretty thoroughly.
I'm gonna be in trouble.
I was gonna say, as Amulet's climbing, she sees it and she goes, "Oh, Norhand's gonna be pissed."
You're gonna have to swab so hard.
It's like the kindergarten equivalent of like, ooh,
Swap
in
all them decks.
trouble.
We're definitely doing that on the rope. We're like, ooh.
Yeah, we're like, ooh.
All right, Akko. Last push to get on top of the boat.
Yeah,
Are you doing anything special?
he'll push. How close is he? No, I think he wants to get everybody up and over. So
Make me that athletics or strength check then.
all right. Oh wait, sorry, that's not at disadvantage.
Nope.
That is 23.
Perfect. You get everybody aboard. You climb up on deck, and the core like looking at you because you're massive compared to what they have seen you at before.
Akko's like on the deck, like that lady on the corner meme. Like he's just like hunched over and he's got like his hands on his knees and he's like,
Plus, the core are not overly familiar with gnolls because there's not gnolls on Zendikar. So they're like, okay. One of them comes over and they're wrapping ropes around everybody. Amulet. Anything special you're doing? You're just climbing.
Climbing as fast as my rage can make me.
All right, make me that strength check.
Can I rage? Can I rage climb?
No.
Okay.
Your rage will end after this turn.
Thought it could have been a thing. That's a 24. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
you
disadvantage. No, I'm disadvantaged. Disadvantage.
Why are you disadvantaged?
You said I'm disadvantaged for being poisoned.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
I still rolled a 16 though, so it's still 22.
Yeah, you fly up the rope. You don't feel very well.
Wheezy.
You are going to take 5 poison damage.
Okay.
You can make another save now.
I rolled a 12. I don't know what that means.
It was a con save. So what was the con score?
It says 17.
Okay, you're not taking poison damage anymore.
Okay.
I
still need a rest.
Yeah, you still need a rest. Okay. That brings us to the Yuan-Ti and Grimsword. They're just going to flee because all hell's breaking loose on the ground. Charity, you want to do anything now that you're on board?
Just I'm gonna probably take a minute to double check Bliss because I kind of like thunked her pretty hard.
Put her onto the boat.
Just want to make sure she's okay-ish.
Okay. I want you all to make me perception checks.
15.
Yep.
2.
You're so
8.
tired.
So tired. I mean, not tired.
Amulet, what'd you get?
Oh, what was that again? Sorry, I was looking at my notes.
Perception check, please.
Perception.
Like, easy.
Oh, that's a 4.
Charity, you hear it before you see it. You're like up, everyone's getting on board of the boat. You hear this odd noise and you look over and there's a massive brass dragon coming over the crest aimed right at your boat.
I'm sorry, what?
Norian gets on, you point at it, she sees it, and she just goes, shit. Twig, it's time to go. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
What?
Steven!
What?
Of
You
course.
can't stop us here.
Can't stop, won't stop.
So one thing I have learned by doing prep that I already kind of did on my own was they talked about how if you can leave folks on a cliffhanger, how much more fun it is. So
Yeah.
I try to always find a way for us to have a decent start. And a
Mhm.
cliffhanger
It's a hot start. Let's start.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone could go around the table, tell people where they can find you, what you're up to, that would be tremendous.
All right. Well, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Cubicle Zombie. You can also find me every other Monday right here. Then you might also want to keep your eyes on Twitter at Drakewind. Might see some fun stuff.
You can find me on the internets. I'm on TikTok at Rainbow Game Collective. You can join me there for all sorts of crazy shenanigans. You can also find me on Instagram at Tangled Adventurer, which is where I post all my crazy Disney crap if you want to see that. And also, super shout out, please go give a follow and maybe consider giving some donations to Mustang Art, who created the wonderful battle wheelchair that Charity uses in the streams.
There's a Kickstarter right now that I backed as well that is all about disability inclusion in D&D, whether it's mental illness, physical, or developmental. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, but it's easy to find. It's probably got just a couple days left, maybe a week left. Highly recommend. I think it's a super cool thing to to help broaden the breadth and scope of the game is to make it as inclusive as possible. So seek those things out. They're great resources by great people.
Well, cool. I'm Cassandra. You can't find me anywhere but here every other week.
I love you. Well, cool.
Oh, cool. I'm here. But if you ever want to see my face.
I'm Warrior. You can find me at WarriorMN on the various socials. You can find me here every other Monday. You know that because you're here. Also, check out at Drakewind on Twitter. I don't know, maybe clear a calendar on Saturday. I don't know. Maybe leave Saturday evening open.
I've heard things.
Stuff's a brewing.
Here every other Monday, over on Heel Turn every other Tuesday for the Tiniest of Mang. Did a pretty sweet miniature last week, finished it up this weekend. Of a Dragonborn. I don't know what maybe I'll be painting this chonky boy next.
Oh, look at the chunky.
But I'm also got something else, a secret thing I'm working on.
Oh.
Here's last week's also kind of chonkiest boy. God, this camera is not good for.
You need a light. You don't have enough light.
Heel turn whenever we feel like it. Although, man, I would really like to watch some Joshi and talk about that. Also, as soon as I can get a refresher on OBS, Chaos Scar will probably be starting up. Like I said, maybe once a month. It'll be, hey, you get 3 people together with you. You let me know you want to play. You pick a job in the Chaos Scar, and then we play for a few hours. Easy as that. You and your trusty group of adventurers can come back and try to continue to earn coin and levels and clout and deal with anything that any intrigue if you want to, or if you just want to go in and do a smashy kill job in the Chaos Scar, that's what we can do as well. It's a Western Marches style location-based D&D game for 5th edition. My only requirement is if you are going to put a group of 4 together, be prepared because you're the one that's going to have to write the story of your adventure when it's done. That way it can go up so other adventurers and groups can see it, how you did this particular adventure, what you saw, what you did. So yeah, that's going to be coming up. At some point, we're going to be playing superheroes again and Star Wars.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm still going to run.
Hell yeah.
Still going to run that 1980s wrestlers post-apocalyptic game based off that cartoon Mighty Matt Lynn sent me. It's basically 80s NWA wrestlers in the Terminator. So
wow.
It is wow. That cartoon is
wow. That's just wow.
They got Duffy first.
2 great tastes that go great together, you know.
He was the common man bringing all the common folk together. Also, going to be running a Masters of the WWE Universe game at some point, apparently, because the guy at Mattel wants it to happen. So who am I to argue with a guy at Mattel?
That's right.
But yeah, so I got games brewing, Star Wars especially. I know that one person on the screen is chomping at the bit for any type of War in Stars. So, and I still owe Casual Doug a Monster Hearts game. Who knows? Got a bunch of games on the docket. Still have my Southern game I want to get, D&D game I want to get going. So yeah, but every 2 weeks here, I guess some of you are watching, so that's cool. We'll see you in 2 weeks.